Neuroblastoma, stage 4, high risk. With that diagnosis, all of our lives changed.
Diagnosed last November 2nd, 2018. And, as you can imagine, the diagnosis completely rocked our family.
Diagnosed with stage 4 neuroblastoma in February of 2018.
Diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia on November 1st of 2015.
Our oldest was 11 at the time, so he understands more, what a cancer diagnosis means. Our middle son, a little different. He's 7, so he didn't completely understand the seriousness or severity of, what the word cancer means in general.
He and Edward and I spent 3 weeks at MD Anderson. That was last summer. He and I have been to Sloan Kettering for a week. He and his dad have been to Children's Hospital of Philadelphia twice.
It was the week before Christmas, and we were set to go do our last round of treatment in New York before he was kind of on the final stages of this round of treatment. We thought we were going to get to keep him. And he relapsed with a tumor in his brain, and one was bleeding.
As a parent, it contradicts everything you believe in parenting. You keep your kids safe, you keep them happy, you make sure that they don't get hurt. And instead, we're holding her down, forcing medicine down her throat to keep her alive. It doesn't seem real.
He had nothing to look forward to all summer except chemo, immunotherapy, more chemo. We need to have something for him to look forward to.
I had been a mom who balanced working from home and kids at home, and then I started balancing cancer. And by the time that summer rolled around, I knew Owen really needed an independent experience.
She said, I know what you need. You need to call Camp Aurora.
Originally, we thought we would just send Maya, our child with cancer, and not send our son. And at orientation, Greg said to me, you really should send your son. And I said, he's kind of over cancer. And he said, we never say the word cancer. It's just camp. It's just fun.
For the first time, okay, we're normal again. We're not the only ones in our elementary school that have a sibling going through this. There were other people there, and they could just be kids. Every single one of them. Maddox, would come home and say, I made a new friend today and he has a port just like me.
Whenever I tell people about Aurora Day Camp, they're as in awe as I am at all of the details that the camp has managed so that we don't have to.
Aurora has thought of everything, every concern that we might have, every what if that could happen while your child is at camp.
And in fact, not only were there not any concerns that I had left to be addressed, there were things that the camp had already thought of that wouldn't have even occurred to me. For instance, busing our kids to camp, I had no idea that that was even a possibility, yet it changed our entire experience.
I had peace of mind sending Maddox there. There was no concerns going into it.
Every day at camp is the best day. The best day. Childhood cancer is every parent's nightmare. And I pray that the people in the room tonight are never faced with that. But if you were, the one thing that you would wish for is that your child could still be that kid.
Organizations like Aurora really, really do help these families to get through. I tell families that going to camp is just as important a part of cure as any chemotherapy visit.
This is an organization that has impacted us in one of the most positive ways that we have found since Owen's diagnosis. And I know there are a lot of different ways to give, but I don't think any other way of giving, other than finding a cure, parallels what Aurora Day Camp has done for our family.